3 classes, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th. 3 subjects: history, geography, and political science. And you add pedagogy to it. And all this for 60 marks. How does one do it? When I broke down the number of questions which come from history, geography, pol science, and pedagogy, I realized that we got only 12 from history, 12 to 13, around the same from geography, and the same for political science. Pedagogy was 20 marks. That's when I made this video on how much of NCERT do we have to study when we are studying for CTET social science. So this was a major challenge which my students and I faced when I started preparing for social science for my CTET. And I'm sure you who's preparing for paper 2 social science is facing the same thing. So don't jump in and start studying for the social science. I've mastered this, created a strategy, and in this video I will be sharing my exact same strategy with you. I am Dr. Swasti and I mentor teachers and trainee teachers to clear the CTET in the first attempt. And in this video I will bring to you how I overcame that challenge and translated it into my SS Master Blaster course. Let's dig in. So I started my teaching and my learning with a lot of sincerity. Like everybody else, I went and bought all the NCERT textbooks and I started reading it chapter by chapter, making notes. At the same time, I was also setting up my masterclass and I was solving the previous year paper, the PYPs. And this was my first realization, that of all the things that I was studying in history, those 3 whole textbooks, only 12 questions were asked, max 15 questions. So my first learning was understanding the composition of how many questions are asked from each section and then catering my strategy towards. Now my second learning was when I realized that when I would solve any question, I would remember that, oh, there was something that I had learned. Where was it? Which chapter? How do I go back and check? And that's when I created another resource called the SS NCERT Roadmap. Now this is a PDF form, but what I did was that I converted my handwritten notes wherein every topic, geography, class 6, chapter 1, what are the topics it talks about? Chapter 2, chapter 3. Similarly, I went on for all the chapters. These were small one-pointers, just so that if I, for example, want to remember where did I study about lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, then I just had to go back to class 7, chapter 1. Believe me, at the end of it, this is a very big help. So I did it for geography, for social and political life, as well as for history, and this forms a part of my social science master blaster class. So my second learning was to have this roadmap. Initially this was a handwritten note and then I have converted it into a resource which comes in my master class. And believe me, this is extremely helpful because right at the end you have to go back and check where did I study this, where in the class notes should I go and look it up. It's right there in front of you. So that was my second learning, that there was a lot of memorization and I needed a simple way in which I could go back and relook the topics. Now my third learning, which is not only the main focus but a basic strategy in how I've structured my masterclass, is that I realized that to get maximum marks, you have to focus on geography, then on political science, and then on history. Because geography questions are simpler, they are direct, you either get them right or wrong. Same with political science. And history is just too vast. Even then in my masterclass, I discuss about what are some of the topics that you should focus on, especially in history. So my third learning was about the way in which the subjects have to be done. Let me show you how my SS Master Blaster course has been structured. But as you can see, we first have the resources, then the notes. Here is module 1, which is geography. Then module 2, which is political and social life, then module 3, which is history. My fourth learning was about solving PYPs. Now I have a certain strategy in which I solve PYPs and I'll be making a video on that soon. But there were certain topics which were just not touched anywhere, and one of the videos I had made was about Bloom's taxonomy, how Bloom's taxonomy was being used, especially in social science. Now after that I've seen it's even been asked in languages and maths, but this was initially in social science. So the rest of the pedagogy is covered when you are basically doing CDP, especially NEP and NCF, but the Bloom's taxonomy was not being touched anywhere else. So this was my fourth learning, and I've included that as a part of my masterclass. So when all this came up, this helped me to build the course that is the Social Science Master Blaster. So this is the Social Studies Master Blaster, the SS Master Blaster, and this is a 6-week self-paced course, and you can read the description later, but what I would like to show you is what all it contains. So it has the introduction video, which is the starting video. It has resources, notes, and the modules which have been set up as geography, social life, and history. As you can see, there are 126 videos attached. So 9 plus 4 plus 4, that's 13 plus 4, 17 plus hours of study. You have the PYPs, the answers, and also the quizzes. There are 55 of them. Let me take you inside the course. Here is a video from geography. Similarly, every subject, every chapter has many videos. You also have quizzes, which are inbuilt quizzes. Let me show you one. Comes up like this, and it has the correct answer will be given to you as well as the explanation. So that was about my SS Master Blaster course, which can be bought individually, of course, but now I've made it into a part of my CTET package, where you get the entire package of languages, English and Hindi, the social sciences, and the CDP is something which I will teach one-to-one. So the language course and the social science course are self-paced, but CDP is something that I will be taking. Of course, as a part of that course will come the weekly PYP solving, where you'll meet me once a week to solve doubts, solve papers. This again is a standalone course, so you need not buy a package, but you can just be a part of the previous year paper solving sessions. The sessions for December 2024 will start from 1st September. So the PYP, previous year paper, weekly solving sessions. This is again a standalone course. You can just be a part of this, but this becomes an automatic part of the package. That is, you're doing the entire masterclass with me. My next batch, which will start preparing for the December 2024 CTET exam, will start from 1st of September. Do follow me on Instagram to keep yourself updated with my webinar date. And in that webinar, I plan to give you a lot of strategies as to how you can crack the CTET on your own. Of course, a mentor helps. So I hope this was helpful. Do drop in your comments. You can even DM me on Instagram. Thank you for watching this video.